Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you already know what it is, it's Marshayla Monique.
All alone with my fears, I'm wondering if I have to do.
Remember I slid on the young baby.
There's no reason why.
Still here with
I
it.
sleep late last night.
Now the lighting looks funny. We're back again. You already know what it is, like I said. And I'm here tonight. I'm really tired, but this idea was really stuck in my mind. And I just kept going with the idea. So I just wanted to create a video tonight. It's about 11:03, so it's not like hella late, but it's late enough and I'm sleepy because I had a long day. We got a little adult drink right here. I'm not gonna tell you what's in it because it's an adult drink. Okay, so 18 and up, bro. That's actually really good. I'm not gonna lie. I just need a little pick me up. Also, don't mind my. I don't know if y'all can even see like how raggedy my hair really is, but whatever. Anyways, I'm here today with a really good, fun video. I'm excited about this because this is like an interesting topic and it's like very near and dear to my heart, and I really think it's very important. So I'm here with 10 tips for your Miami trips. 10 tips for your 10 tips for Miami trips. 10 tips for Miami trips. 10 tips for Miami trips. So yeah, let's get right into it. So boom. I absolutely love Miami. I absolutely love Miami. I've been there twice. I went there in 2019 and I went there in 2020. So I'm pretty familiar with Miami, even though the second time I went, we didn't get to do too much because that's when the pandemic started. The source of it all, let's say that. But yeah, the second time the pandemic happened, but my first time in Miami, that was my first time on the beach. That was my first time. Was it my first time getting on the plane? I think it was my first time getting on the plane. So it was an amazing experience that I would do 100 million times over. So yeah, I got some tips for y'all because like I know some things that y'all might not know, and I see a lot of y'all traveling to Miami. Miami's like the hot spot again. Like, y'all want to take us back to square one? Like, come on now. So I just wanted to, give y'all some tips. I think I did 10 tips. I'm not really sure. I did 12, but I'm gonna label it as 10. Shh, clickbait. I'm trying to make it. Y'all, I got my nails redone. You literally cannot go wrong with the cocaine. So yeah, let's get right into it. Y'all see the M on the cup? M for Marshayla. Let's cut to the chase. My first tip is make sure, okay, listen, make sure that you go to Miami with money. And I'm not talking $100. I'm not talking $200. I'm not even talking $300. I'm not even talking $400. In order to survive in Miami, you need $500+. And if you're going to Miami with $500, you're still living risky. Like, you're living risky, period. Like 500 plus, literally. I think my first year I went with 600 or 700. And I also made sure that I had, listen, let's backtrack a little bit. Go to Miami with $500+. Also make sure that you have money to come back to. If you're going to Miami with all the money that you have in your account, you don't need to be going. At least come back to some money. You feel me? Like, how do I word this? I know sometimes we like to live life on the edge and just like use our money and blah, blah, blah. But please make sure that y'all are coming back to some money. Even if it's $100. It couldn't be me, but come back to some money because Miami might run in your pockets. But I think my first year I went with between $600 and $700. I think my best friend did 6 or 7. And my sister, I don't know, sister and her friends, I don't know what they did. But yeah, and then the second year, I think I like moved over $1,000, but I didn't really use that because I'm also very cheap, so I'm not about to. If it's something that I could buy in Pittsburgh, I'm not buying it in Miami. You know what I mean? Like their stores were like pretty regular for real. Like they had like Forever 21, Pink, H&M, stuff like that, but nothing that was just like, oh my gosh, like I went to Miami and I got this, unless it was like Gucci or something. But for the most part, it's stuff that you can get in Pittsburgh besides stuff that actually says Miami on it, which I picked up a couple pieces like that, but it wasn't anything major. But yeah, make sure you have $500+, and I'm talking 500 is going to get you drinks, it's going to get you food, and it's going to get you into the club. Keep in mind, it's going to get you into the club. It's going to get you souvenirs and stuff like that, and then just like spending money, like going to museums or going like jet skiing or sightseeing and stuff like that. Like, you're going to need $500+ because 500 goes like this. If you're an adult, you know that $500 goes like this. So make sure you got your bread together, please. You do not want to be down and out in another state and got no money. You got to call your family and they can't help you out. So now you're stuck and you don't have the money. You can't enjoy your trip. Make sure your money's together, period. Number one. Next, this is important as well. Make sure in general, even besides going to Miami, that you're traveling with people who are fun. Do not travel with anybody that is boring. You're going to be upset. Make sure you're traveling with people, even if you're traveling with a group of people, make sure you got at least one person who's willing to get up early and willing to go do stuff with you. Like, that person for me was my best friend. Like, when we went on our trip, both years, like, we was up early, like, we're ready to go. Sometimes she was up earlier than me because this bitch wakes up at 5 in the morning. But she, like, for the most part, I was getting up at 8 o'clock and we were getting ready to go out the door. Also, we don't wear makeup and we don't do extravagant stuff. So my sister and her friends, they were taking forever, so we just left them. But yeah, make sure you go with fun people or you're not going to enjoy your trip. You don't want to go with a friend who's not. If you're going with a friend who don't even go out in Pittsburgh and do stuff with you in Pittsburgh, what makes you think they want to do stuff with you in another state? They're not going to. Just make sure you're with fun people so you can enjoy and make the most of your time there, because Miami is so freaking fun. It is so fun. So you want to be with fun people who is willing to do stuff and not going to be like, you're not going to be like a Debbie Downer. Next tip is make sure you watch out for scammers. There are big scammers in Miami and they come around spring break. They know when we're coming and they know that a lot of us, this is our first time here. We never really traveled before and don't really get you, don't really rock you. I don't want to expose this person, but there was somebody that came on our trip with us that got her head cracked by a scammer. They gave her this piece, this dude had like his board outside of CVS. He had like this board, he had one small piece of paper and 3 cups. He would take the cups, put them all, line them all up like straight, and he would move it around, and then you would have to find what cup had the piece of paper under it. Seems easy if you can pay attention, but it's all a trick, literally. So I guess she kept picking the wrong cup, so she had to keep giving them money. Like, you put up 20, move the cups around. If you put up 20, you get double your money back or something like that. I think she ended up losing like $200, and he would not give her bread back. And literally there were other dudes like playing the game too, to make her, they were playing the game too, and they were like losing on purpose. So it made it seem like, it made you feel like they didn't know each other, but all of the dudes that were surrounding the area, they all knew each other. We ended up seeing them later on in the day, and they all knew each other. Like, we seen them with each other. So we're just like, damn, like, she really got set up and she got played, and like, they took all of her money, literally. Well, nearly all of her money. A big chunk. $200 is a lot, and they wouldn't give her anything back. I think they gave her back $100. I think. And then there was the other dude that came over to me and my best friend, and they was like, if you show us $20 in your wallet, we'll give you $20. And my best friend almost fell for it. No, girl, because when you pull up that 20, he's going to snatch it and he's going to run, girl. We're not doing that. So yeah, watch out for scammers who try to get you anyway, anyhow. If anybody is on the street asking you for your money, do not give them your money, and do not give them your time, because they're going to rock you. Ooh, girl, I like my new little table, my new little setup. All right, next. Do not fall for the whole club promoter thing, because I'm telling y'all, there's going to be a lot of men down there. And this is another thing. There's going to be a lot of men down there, and there's going to be a lot of men hounding you, especially if you're a baddie B. And I know all the girls that watch your channel is bad, so I know they're going to be hounding you. But yes, the men hound you down there, but there's going to be a lot of dudes that approach you that are going to talk about their club promoter. A lot of them are club promoters, but keep in mind, they're telling you and 15 other group of girls to come to this club. Whoever gets there first is a person that's getting a section. That club promoter don't got 15 sections. You're going to get to the beginning of the line. You're going to say you know so-and-so, and you're going to look stupid. Because we look stupid a few times. Now, my sister did luck out and she found a good promoter our first time. And I think our second time, but the club started closing. But a lot of them were really just like trying to get you to get to the club, so that when you get to the line, they're like, oh no, it's full. Now you got to pay to get in. And to pay to get in, it's like $20 to $100. So again, make sure that you have your money together, because you don't want to go to, like, if you go to another state, you want to do the latest and the greatest. You want to get like VIP, stuff like that. bottle service if you got that promoter, because when we went the first time, we had bottle service, and yeah, it was up. But we lucked out with our promoter, but there were a lot of people who were really just telling us whatever we wanted to hear, and we believed them, and we went, and guess what? There was no section for us. He didn't know us. You know what I'm saying? So watch out for the club promoters. Do not believe everything they say. If they sound, it's kind of a tough call, because they'll really make it seem real good and it really ain't good. But just be aware. If you could pick up on people's energy, you know they're keeping it being, and when they're not, you'll know. Another tip, obviously, this is a given. Do not take drinks from anybody. You're in a whole nother state. You do not know anybody around here except for the people that you came with. Don't just be taking drinks from anybody. Not gonna lie, I did take a drink from somebody on the beach. They had but I see them open a bottle. There was a bottle of Ciroc, and I don't like Ciroc. It's so nasty. And we was drinking it in the beach. On the beach. That's such a vibe. But I took some and I dumped it out, so I only had like a little corner. Like, you're not putting me drunk, boy. I don't even know you. But people are gonna offer you drinks. Do not trust it. If somebody buys you a drink in the club, make sure you see that drink get made and given directly to you. If you feel like something's funny is going on, or if you see somebody doing some funny shit, make sure you say something. Don't leave a sis hanging, for real. But yeah, just be aware of that. But that's a given. Y'all should already know. Do not take drinks from random people, especially if you didn't see it get made. Also, just so y'all know, I think, if I'm not mistaken, all restaurants in Miami charge a 16% gratuity. So just to let you know, your meal is going to be a lot more than you think it is. I don't really know the exact math, but it's not going to be cheap at all. So make sure you got your money right, and don't be confused when that receipt comes and you see that 16% gratuity, and don't try to be like, oh no, I don't want this. Well, guess what? You're in Miami and it's a luxurious place. So guess what? You're going to pay that 16% gratuity. Okay, and guess what? Leave another tip. And guess what? Don't say anything about it, because guess what? You're in Miami. So yeah, be aware of that. They're gonna take the tip out automatically. There's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. You came here to live your life, so guess what? Spend that bag. My next tip is, I know some people want to go on vacation for a week, but Miami is so draining that a week is honestly too long. I think the best trip would probably be a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, go home on Monday. That's perfect. Literally perfect. And you want to do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, go home on Monday. That's cool too. But I say 4 to 5 days, not 7+ days, unless you really are like a big baller and stuff like that. You could do 7 days, but I think 5 days in Miami is really draining. I remember my last day in Miami even though it was 2020, like, I was exhausted. Like, I could not party anymore, and like, I just could not party at all. Like, I was just so wore out. Like, I had literally put on a whole outfit. My friend had came up to our room and we was ready to go, but I literally fell asleep. Like, I was just so wore out, from the sun to the constant drinking all day, to the talking all day, to the walking around all day. Like, I was just wore out and I could not take anymore. So I think 4 to 5 days is ideal. That's really up to you, but I'm just saying, Miami's going to chew you up and spit you out respectfully. So that's your call though, but I recommend 4 to 5. I said this a little bit earlier, but my next tip is, just so you know, clubs are not free. There's no club in Miami that is free that I know of, and I'm pretty sure I know most of the clubs down there. There's no club that's free. There was one club that we went to, like, there's celebrities in there. Like, I think we was in a club with, like, Trey Songz, if I'm not mistaken, and then like Ari was in there. And I think City Girls that came. This was in 2019. I forget who came in 2020. But yeah, you're going to have to pay to get into the club. But it's an experience, though. You're in a whole nother state. Spend the extra $1 to go into the club. I know nobody really want to see celebrities dancing around because they don't really do anything. But it's really just a cool experience to me. And like, I was so sheltered that like going to Miami and seeing all this was like completely amazing to me. I had so much fun. I was so starstruck by these people. And yeah, I spent the extra money to get in, you know. It wasn't major to me because it wasn't major. It ain't nothing. My next tip, and this is very important, make sure you go with a solid group of friends. I'm sure I've watched plenty of videos about how friendships broke up in Miami, because honestly, Miami, I don't know what it is about Miami, but Miami could really make you not want to bang with your best friend. You know what I mean? Because there was a point in 2019, I'm not going to tell the story, but my best friend had me mad for a minute. I'm just like, no, 2020, I think she had me mad. Yeah, she had me mad because she did something weird. And I'm just like, girl, like, no, don't do that. But Miami can really ruin your friendship. If y'all ain't solid, do not go on a trip together, because something is going to happen. Go with some friends that you've been friends with for 3+ years at least, because y'all got that loyalty. Y'all know y'all will protect each other. Y'all can trust each other, and y'all are just rocking with each other. So don't go with any friendships that like, that's not really my friend for real. Like, I just need an extra person to come. That's not a good idea. Make sure you go with some solid people, because at the end of the day, you're in another state and y'all got to watch out for each other, period, because people are weird. So make sure you got a solid foundation before y'all get on a plane, because that'll make or break y'all. Next, this is kind of important too. Make sure that you like network a little bit down there. I mean, this won't apply for everybody, but there's going to be so many people from all over the world, especially coming during spring break. Like, Miami is low-key like the center of everything, kind of compared to LA. It's the center of everything. And literally there's so many opportunities to make connections. I literally still talk to people that I met from Miami in 2019 that are all over the world, literally. And I like talk, not on a daily basis, but pretty frequently. We keep up with each other, like, because you're gonna come in contact with hella people, but there's gonna be hella people that you take their numbers or you take their Instagram and y'all never chop it up ever again. But there are gonna be some people that's just like, y'all are really down there rocking with each other, end up protecting each other, looking out for each other. Like, it's a really cool experience. Like, there's people from everywhere. You'll meet like the most amazing people, like so many people, y'all. And like, they are super cool. And I hope that one day I can like travel to their cities and stuff, because they're like trustworthy people. Like, so make sure you connect with people and network, because you never know what that connection could be. You can meet a friend that lives out in LA, you can go travel there. A friend that lives in like North Carolina or Alabama or Louisiana or New York, like all over the place, y'all. Literally make connections in life, period. Like, it'll really benefit you in the end, honestly. The second to last tip that I have for y'all is, like I said a little bit earlier, the men are going to be hounding. If you're not the type of person that can handle that type of pressure, baby, Miami's not made for you, because they're back to 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 back. Everywhere you go, hey, 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 literally. Like, I started getting annoyed. Like, please get the F out my face, seriously, sir. I don't want to talk to you. Get out my face. Like, they're hounding down there. They're trying to find something that they can hit quick. And don't be that girl, because there be them girls down there. Do not be that girl, sis. I mean, if you want to go on your trip and have fun and be crazy, and you know what I'm saying, but make sure you're protected, because you don't know these people from a can of paint. Honestly, they can tell you whatever you want to hear, you know. So they're going to be back to back to back. It's going to be a lot of pressure, going to be a lot of attention, especially if you're a pretty girl, you know. So be prepared for that. It's inevitable. To end this, just make sure you are careful and make sure you have fun. Make sure you get your money's worth of being in Miami. Make sure you see a lot, make connections, and really just enjoy your time. You're in another state, one of the most lit states in the freaking world. Everyone knows about Miami. I'm sure somebody in your family has been to Miami, maybe your mom and your grandma. Like, Miami has been jumping for centuries, it seems. So just make the best of it. It's so fun, and I would do it 1,000,000 times over. I could never live in Miami, but I will totally go back. And I hope I can go back this year, but we'll see what happens. But I definitely have the means to do so. So hopefully I make it happen with a good group of people. Yeah, y'all. So I hope that this was funny for y'all. I hope that y'all enjoyed this. I hope you took some of my tips. Yeah, because Miami seems so popular now, so I just wanted to hop on this, and I didn't see no one else making videos like this, like for this year. So I hope this helped y'all out a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. If you have any suggestions for me, make sure you comment them below. Also, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want, you can turn your post notifications on. I don't know if I'm big enough to do that, but if you want to do that, go ahead. But yeah, y'all already know what it is. You already know what it ain't. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.